Welcome to the premiere episode of Two Broads and a Brit, where we torture our British friend with our bastardization of the English language. My name is Lynn Hartram, collector of conspiracies, lover of oddities, and gosh darn it, just fun to have a conversation with. I'm here with my co-host, Caitlin Greer. Hey, I'm Caitlin. I do hair, I like murder, and all the other weird shit. And our other co-host, Lee Hazel, or also known to us as Hazelnut.
Well, thank you for that marvellous introduction. Let me read the shortened version of what I typed out last night. I've had an interest in paranormal since about age 6 or 7 and was heavily influenced by my mum. We collected the Unexplained magazine and sat down to watch Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World together. Very happy memories. I was then brought a telescope and had a fascination in looking for UFOs in the sky. The rest, as they say, is history. And on a side note, have a little fetish for Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm not into murder.
In the world with a Dunkin' Donuts fetish. I really do. And I love it. It's fantastic. Yes.
So that's me in a hazelnut.
In a hazelnut. I love it. Now, why did we decide to do a podcast? I just like talking.
Well,
pretty much.
Well, yeah,
I like talking. Yeah. I'll talk to you.
Well, Lynn approached me and came up with the idea and said, would I be interested? And I said, yes, fine. There's so many different topics and that gains my interest. You know, I said yes straight away because I'm so heavily into the paranormal. Matt Moniz, as you know, does his Saturday radio show and, you know, has a lot of fun doing that. I thought, well, this could be fun as well to do, and you never know where it might lead to.
Right.
So other than that, I'm bored shitless on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. I was leaving the house this morning and I was like,
yeah,
I just need a fucking hobby. Like, this is going to be a great
What else would I be doing now? I've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
So other than that, but yes, it interests me immensely. When we listed all the stuff, there is so much stuff to talk about. And it will just really grow and grow, and just happy to be here, happy to be part of the trio.
Lynn's so proper. Lynn, you're not. That's Lee. Lee's so proper. There's too many L's. 2 L's, too many. I'm drunk. Not drunk. It's just caffeine.
Okay.
Well, we think it'll be fun. Hopefully, everyone else will agree. There may be 3 people listening, but yes, us. It's just us listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
So cool. I don't know. I think it's cool to just connect with other weirdos. Just a bunch of weirdos looking for more weirdos. Talking about weird shit. Talking about weirdos. Being weirdos. Cool. So weird. Okay. So I guess I'm going to take over because I did all the homework for today's episode. So I'm going to introduce you guys to my new friend. And his name is Florida Man. He's a weird motherfucker.
You've got all these records.
I have a lot of records. But first, I'm going to tell you, so, you know, if you don't know, Florida creates some of the weirdest freaking news headlines you'll ever see in your life, like ever. And it makes you think that the entire state is just full of a bunch of fucked up people, which it is. It is. But there's a reason that more...
Not just America, just Florida then.
Well, Florida's like... It's like a country of its own.
Because the rest of America's fine, isn't it?
Sure. Just don't go to the South, Lee. So that's a whole nother episode. Lee in the South. So I found out that there's a reason that all these articles come out of Florida more than other states. And Florida has a law called the Sunshine Law, where all government business and including police reports have to be made available to the public. Oh, that's fantastic. So when reporters will often call police stations and things like that and just ask them and for the police records for the day. And so they just cycle through all this stuff and find the weirdest shit to print because they can.
Oh, they're the best ones.
Yes.
Greatest job ever.
Yes, it's super cool.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. Florida is also the 3rd largest state by population. And there's a lot of implants in Florida. Not a lot of people grow up in
I was gonna
Florida.
say there's probably a lot of turnover in
yes.
Florida.
So
I thought you were going to say inbreds then, but
well, that's a different state.
Yeah.
A little further.
I've been to Alabama. I've been to Alabama. I can tell you a thing or two about that.
No offense to anybody who lives in
We
Alabama.
love Alabama. I lived in Alabama when I was younger.
Did you really?
I did for a couple of years.
Lynn's lived everywhere. That doesn't count.
I'm just kidding. I love all people. So, yep. Okay. So that being said, there is all of the articles are just allegations because they're based on they're one-sided stories, mostly based on what the police reported. So that's my disclaimer. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna read you the world's most Florida freaking article that I found. The title in general. Okay.
Okay.
You ready? Are we ready for the
It might be the same as mine. It might be the same.
Ready? Are you ready? Oh my God. Are you guys so excited? A Florida man wearing Crocs breaks into crocodile enclosure, gets bitten in the foot.
Well, for wearing Crocs, he deserved it.
Why? I know. First of all, so let me tell you the tale of a 23-year-old Brandon Keith Hatfield who was arrested and charged with vandalism after breaking into an alligator farm and zoological park. Who the fuck wants to break into an alligator farm? You know what sounds like a good idea? I'm going to break into the place where they breed fucking dinosaurs, okay?
Yeah.
Let's do that. So basically, the police they followed a trail of Crocs, clothes, and blood. So like to find that's how they found him. He had like he got bit in the foot. So there's surveillance video of him jumping the fence, falling into the water. I think it was the security video of a 9-foot croc that was lunging at him because he escaped the pool and it bit him. Well, he literally escaped the pool and then just sat there and was like, I'm just going to take a breather because that was real tough breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he's breaking into an alligator farm.
Yes.
Not the brightest guy to begin
in
with.
his Crocs.
In his Crocs.
Well,
right.
Do you know what Crocs are?
Yeah, I know what they are. Yeah,
Okay,
they're the rubber shoes with the holes in.
Yes, the world's worst shoes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like wearing a colander for a hat.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Similar. Yeah. Am I on the right line? Yeah.
So yeah, that's that guy.
Fantastic.
Was he drunk?
Was not. It doesn't say.
Was it at night? Was it at night?
It was at night.
He's probably
climbed. He also. So I have notes. I'm so proper.
She's prepared.
Nope. It said he jumped off a 6-foot structure into the 2 feet of water and then climbed up another 20-foot structure. That's where they found the blood trail.
He did all
this
in Crocs? That's kind of
he did drop.
It's a good advert for Crocs. It's a good advert for Crocs. I mean, they're obviously quite sturdy.
Crocs on Crocs. I'm into it. I'm gonna skip around my notes. So I already told you guys about this. This is how I lured you into talking about the Florida man.
I think it's fantastic.
Florida woman attacked by monkey inside Home Depot. I found out more. I did more homework on this situation.
Yeah. The monkey was a store manager. That's right.
Yes. Just caught her shoplifting. He was pissed. Pissed. So a leashed pet monkey. So somebody had their pet monkey and they were like, you know what, monkey? Let's go down to fucking Home Depot. Let's build you a little jungle gym. I don't know what the fuck monkeys need. So he broke out of the car. And then she left him in the car because as a proper pet owner, you should leave your leashed monkey in a vehicle.
Absolutely.
The monkey's probably got a driving license as well.
He could potentially. He's probably a better driver than half of the Floridians, right? So
better driver than Prince Philip, clearly.
So the monkey was running around the parking lot, and one of the employees heard about the monkey running around the parking lot, didn't believe it, then finally was like, all right, I guess I'll go check and see what this is about. And then she found him. He was on a leash. She grabbed his leash. The fucking thing climbed up on her back, bit her on the back. She continued to carry him into the store where the door the automatic door scared the shit out of the monkey, and it fucking bit her like 3 more times. So this bitch chooses to remain at work. She says, you know what? I don't need to get checked out. I'm all
Another
right.
day on the job.
I'll go later. I really need my $8 an hour from fucking Home Depot that I'm gonna get. They need me. So yeah, that's it. And then they don't even know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened to the monkey. I don't know what happened to the owner.
So she didn't get checked over at all.
It doesn't say.
I mean, that's
report. She passed up the opportunity to get it, like, to get looked at.
But that's dedicated to the job, isn't it? I mean,
Right.
you know.
Well, that makes me wonder, like, what kind of customers are coming in there that she's just like, just a fucking monkey bite.
Well, she's probably thinking, you know what? I'll go home. My husband looks a lot worse. This is actually mild.
True that.
It's fine. We live in Florida. We're used to this shit.
Okay. So next on my list of my friend Florida man. Florida man steals almost $50,000 for a new smile and a puppy. What?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the actual article. It was very cute. A 52-year-old man stole somebody's identity, bought $40,000 worth of dental work. What the fuck was wrong with his teeth?
40,000?
40 grand. And then decides, you know what I'm going to do with this extra 10? Buy the world's most expensive dog. Because what fucking dog he spent $10,000 on a puppy. What kind of puppy? Didn't say.
I think the only winner there is the dentist, isn't it? I mean, that dentist must have gone home, fucking said, "You would not believe the day I've had.
Right?
You would not believe the day I have had."
What did his teeth look like? That's so much money. My car doesn't even cost what that guy's mouth costs.
Right. He's like, hey, I need a little work here.
Oh, it's a podcast. I forgot. We're making fake teeth. So that's that guy. This one is also a good one. This is something that I would do in real life, so maybe I am a Florida man. Florida man stands in the middle of a Christmas festival, screams, "Santa isn't real" to children.
No.
Oh my God.
I do that. So I work at a salon that's in a mall because I'm the classiest broad around. And I have high hopes for my future. And Santa.
This is why we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, because I need help to elevate us.
Help me.
We're not getting paid for this, are we, Lynn?
No, not yet.
Oh. Not yet.
So Santa is set up outside of my salon, which is really awful. And when it gets really irritating, because there's like crazy, like the kids, the line, and my station is right next to the window, and it's all sorts of horrible. So sometimes I do yell that Santa isn't real.
Nice.
Dude,
Nice.
he's a fraud. I'll be like, he's a fraud. Tug his beard. Just kidding. It's a real beard these days. But I do that because I'm a dickhead. So this guy, it says an unknown man, attended the Cape Coral Festival of Lights and was standing in the middle of it with a sign. And he was like,
he's made a sign.
He had a man-made sign, and he was screaming about how Santa Claus isn't real. And like, and telling kids that their parents were lying to them.
Wow. So this was premeditated. He had a sign and everything.
He made his own sign. He broke out his Crayola markers.
Nice.
Yeah.
And got real into it. But the best part is, they literally couldn't arrest him. They couldn't do anything about it because he was exercising his freedom of speech.
Well, they probably just said he was on the naughty list.
Of course.
He's on the naughty list.
It sounds as if he's gone into a lot of effort into it. If he's made a sign, he's coloured it in, he's shown it to someone, says, "Will that do? Will that work? Oh, that looks smashing. Yeah, go and frighten the children. Yeah, Mum."
Do you think his sign had like a picture of Santa with the circle and has the line through it? It's like, Santa's not real.
Oh my God.
Your childhood is a lie.
This guy has serious Santa issues.
I have Santa issues
Do
too.
you?
So I kind of like in
to
there.
add a note on that, do you know we don't refer to him as Santa?
Is he Father Christmas?
That's correct.
Ew.
Well, I've said
Merry Christmas.
Father Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello, Father. It's so
Yeah.
proper. I don't know how I feel about it.
Christmas. Yeah, that's how it's.
No, Father.
I have
It's
dad
Christmas.
issues, so I don't really want a father Christmas. Santa used to scare me as a kid real hard because he why is a strange man breaking into my house at night? Like,
Coming
what
down
is
the
he?
chimney.
It is a little creepy if you
And
think about
well,
it.
we didn't have a chimney, so my mom, I asked her, I was like, Mom, how does this man get in our house? And she freaking told me that he had a key. She was like, he has a magical key. And I'm like, there's a strange man with a magic key breaking into my house. What is he gonna do? I don't know. It was real fucked up. And that's why I tell kids that Santa's not real. That's not true. That article was actually about me. It was me.
Right.
I made
Okay.
my own sign. That's how I knew what the sign looked
It's
like.
not true. I've been there at the hair salon at Christmas time. And the kids will look in the window and her chair is right by the window. And she's like, just get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
They're awful. They're with their little sticky fucking fingers on the window. Like, I love children. I love children. I'm a mom of 10.
Yeah.
Mormon. Is it Mormons that have 1,000 children? Who has 1,000 children?
They have 1,000 wives.
That's
1,000
my
wives.
bad. I want to be a Mormon man.
There's a difference. Yeah.
See, that's a lot of work.
I don't know
wanna
if
be.
I could
I
change
think
my husband
that
every
was
day.
one of the when I was traveling out there, Lynn. One of the places I was going to go to was Utah.
I lived in Utah.
Hey,
My dad was in the Air Force. I've lived everywhere.
I know
You've lived everywhere. On this episode of Where the Fuck Did Lynn Live?
It doesn't count, Lynn. That's an episode of it. Where has Lynn Hartsham lived?
It's just an hour-long list.
You could just fucking pick any. Oh yeah, there's trouble breaking out in Uzbekistan, and Lynn was like, oh, I used to live there. I lived there for about 6 months. Yeah, when my dad was on the airport, or yeah. I mean, there's nowhere in the world that Lynn hasn't lived.
He was on the airport.
Oh my god. Sorry guys, I just looked at my list and saw one of the things. It's so freaking funny.
Okay.
I'll get to that one later. This one is about a Florida woman. So it's not always the men.
Okay.
It usually is, but it's not always the men.
Okay.
Florida woman gets married to a giant Ferris wheel called Bruce.
Hey.
Literally somehow managed to legally marry a Ferris wheel.
What?
Nice.
Yes. She is.
I suppose it has its ups and downs.
Her name is Linda Ducharme. It's ups and downs.
It's a real cyclical kind of relationship.
Yeah.
It goes in circles.
It was the marriage. I just went round in circles, really.
Yeah. They can't, every argument, it always ends up where it started. It's fucked up. So Linda Ducharme.
Really? Ducharme.
I don't think it's pronounced that way, but we're going to call her the old Ducharme. So the old Ducharme she claims that the first time that she encountered Bruce, the fucking Ferris wheel, she was, quote unquote, being taken by the ride. She felt like
I bet.
taken by the ride. It's gonna take you in a circle. She also stated there's not really a whole lot of difference in how we do things or how we spend time with each other in comparison to other married couples, which I can kind of say.
Well, you can't go out for a fucking meal with a Ferris wheel, can you? So should we go out tonight?
Never gonna eat your fucking French fries off your plate, bitch. You don't have to share. You don't have to talk. It's pretty cool, but I just kind of wonder how the other stuff, the maritals, go on. Does she have sex with Bruce?
She's a spinner.
It's just a dreidel. What else?
When she gets on the chair, does it officially make her a swinger?
Oh, yes. I
Right.
think I read in a separate article, I kind of Googled a little bit more about this because I was a little interested. She had also tried to have a relationship with a train or in a boat or something.
Is this like some weird?
It's a weird thing where people,
just adding a side note to that. Years ago, I watched a Jerry Springer episode, and there was a bloke on there who I can't remember. I think it might have been Texas or something like that. But it was legal to marry a horse.
I summered there.
She summered in Texas.
Oh, fuck off, Lynn.
Okay, go.
listen up. Okay. So anyway, he brings on his wife, who happens to be this horse. So they bring on, and the name of the wife, stroke horse, was Pixel. He named it after some cartoon character in some film.
Yep.
But yeah, he's basically married a horse, and he brought her into the studio.
Yeah, but at least that's a living thing. I mean,
Are you defending that, Lynn?
but what?
Are you defending that?
No,
She
I'm
said-
just saying. I'm just saying, if I've got to choose between a horse and a Ferris wheel, the horse at least has personality.
Oh no. Ferris wheel.
I choose Ferris wheel.
Well, is it legal to marry a Dunkin' Donuts restaurant?
That's the real question. Maybe in
Please.
Florida it is.
Maybe in Florida,
I have
maybe.
an odd feeling we'll all end up in Florida.
I'm trying.
I am too. I'm headed there.
I would love to, because I
Soon
want to
as-
be one of these news articles
Right?
at some point in time in my life. I
Oh
do.
my God. Can you imagine there's going to be a time where both of us will be in Florida?
Sorry, Florida.
We're coming for you.
I'll be normal in Florida. That's kind of
That's
cool.
true. Yeah.
So the most bothersome part of the fact that this woman happened to somehow manage to legally marry a Ferris wheel is all of it occurred while gay marriage was still not legal in the state of Florida.
Stop.
Mhm.
Right.
So she could marry a piece of machinery, but gay marriage was illegal.
She married a 40-foot clump of steel,
Nice.
Nice.
but two dudes, no tip
Forget it.
touching.
That's
No
just-
legal tip
That's
touching.
crossing the line here
Get
in
out!
Florida.
Oh, disgusting. Disgusting. Sick. Those people, those gays, they're sick. Just kidding. I love the gays. I love the gays.
Oh my God.
Okay. Next, Florida man worried about vampires burns down his house.
Well, that's
Fucking hell.
logical.
Totally logical.
Fucking hell.
I kind of forget the
Is
stuff,
it?
so I need to read my notes. Most of these I remember, but I kind of forget it. Oh, okay. His wife was trying to have him committed for mental health reasons, which sounds pretty valid.
Right. I think she's
Yeah.
But the cops came, and he was acting rationally when the cops got there, so they couldn't commit him involuntarily because he wasn't displaying whatever. And then hours later, he just started beating the shit out of his wife.
Nice.
And then,
Fucking
yeah, because and then he started to break windows and break shit around the house. And then while he was doing all that, he was yelling, "The vampires are going to defend themselves." So he decided the best option for, just doing that is to throw ceiling insulation on the stove and let the house catch on fire. And while that was happening, he grabbed a knife and ran around to his neighbors and was telling them that his wife was still in the house that was burning. So, he literally just went a little crazy. But
I was just about to ask what the neighbours fucking think of this punk. It's
I
like,
have read about this technique.
should we have a barbecue this weekend? Oh no, we might set fire to the fucking joint. Let's not. Don't raise it.
the vampires, but the vampires.
I just love how he
Can I invite my mate Dracula? He's coming round here. He loves a hot dog. He loves a hot dog. He's a lovely bloke. He really is.
Can you cook that rare? That'd be great. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh my God. I just love this technique of throwing
Ceiling
insulation
insulation? Yeah.
on a stove.
That's great. I think I might try it at my work.
During Christmas.
Be a Santa.
I
You
have to
bitch.
say, Lynn, that in the 4 months or so that I travelled around America, I've yet to meet anyone that is remotely normal.
Hello.
What are you trying to say?
What? Well, okay, I'm going to shut the lid now. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, we're all a bunch of weirdos. But we all stemmed off from your homeland.
Yeah.
We all.
Well, it ain't my fucking fault, is
I
it?
know.
Yeah.
I mean, look
It's
what
really
you've done.
all the weirdos got on
Yeah,
it.
the only thing decent, you've put up a few Dunkin' Donuts restaurants now. I commend you for that.
That's right.
Commend you for that.
That's right.
You know.
Only person to call them a restaurant. Hazel for the win.
now, Lynn, bless her. How many times did you take me to Dunkin' Donuts, Lynn?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. It was like every day.
It was every day. It was. It really was.
I don't know.
Did you go to a new one every day?
Well, when I first came over, I was at your old house, Lynn,
Right.
in Beverly, and there was one literally about, I don't know, 50 yards across the street, something like that, maybe 100 yards.
Yeah,
But I was going in there.
Okay.
I was going in there say once or twice a day.
Right.
I was keeping up my record, wasn't I, for my blog? I was keeping track, and I think after day 15 in America, I'd visited Dunkin' Donuts something like 19 times. It was a magnificent feat.
Yeah,
it was brilliant. It was brilliant. But yeah, I mean, when they found me, I was inside their restaurants licking the walls at one point. I mean, they couldn't get me out.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. I love dirty Dunkin' Donuts walls.
I'm thinking, especially in downtown Beverly, like
he was just getting high off the remnants of whatever drugs were splayed across the wall. It's nice. I'm gonna go lick the walls at a Dunkin' Donuts.
You've seen my collection, haven't you?
That's how I got free to do this. In fact,
you've seen my cup collection on the wall.
I've seen it. Yes,
I think you showed me the first time. I'm impressed. And your kitchen.
And we should let everyone, all three of you out there listening, know Lee Hazel loves Dunkin' Donuts so much that his kitchen is in fact painted in the colors of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yay!
Pink and orange. Or I mean, pink and orange. Pink and orange.
Pink and orange.
Pink and orange. I'm sorry.
God,
pink.
blasphemy.
I'm looking.
I know.
It is. Yep.
But it's fantastic. It's lovely.
Thank you. No, it is. I'm very painting my kitchen in orange. But I think I can honestly say it's become my life's honour. And I can say that with a straight face, Lynn.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say.
Are you going to burn your house down later?
Well, yeah. Well, if this fucking vampire doesn't move from the settee, I might do. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
He's pulling out the ceiling insulation.
They're gonna defend themselves, so you do have to burn them. Are you ready for the next article? Are you ready? Because this is a doozy.
I just saw one word on the page.
Yes, it's the best word on the whole page.
Okay.
Florida
man or woman?
What? It's a man.
All right.
It's a Florida man who denies syringes found in rectum are his.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I don't know how those got there.
Let me.
Deny it's his. It's his fucking ass.
Not mine. I don't know what.
Those aren't mine.
I fell asleep for like 10 minutes and woke up and my butt hurt a little.
So he's got a syringe up his ass and he's saying it's not his. Nice.
He was, oh my God. His name is Wesley Scott. He was 40 years old. Mm-hmm. He was arrested on an outstanding warrant that charged him for possession of drugs. No way. I thought he was just a diabetic. When he was brought to jail, they did the good old strip search and gave him the old bend over. Let's check your orifices. Where they found 3 syringes. 3 syringes in his rectum. I like the word rectum, so I'm going to say it as many times as I can. Damn near.
I mean, that'll make your eyes water.
So he claimed that he had found the syringes and they weren't his, but never offered any explanation as to how they got inside his.
Yeah.
I think that's worse.
Yes.
That's worse. I don't know whose these were, but I just stuck them up there anyway.
How can you just say? I've no idea how they got there.
Just pop them up there for safekeeping.
Really? Is it like when you find $1 in your pocket after like you haven't worn those pants for a long time? Is it the same?
Yeah, I mean, you find money, you find coins around the back of the settee now and then. Oh, well, that's handy. I'll have that. But yeah, you know, I'm feeling a bit constipated at the moment. Hang on, what? I think he's ever got something up my arse. He's hang on, what's this? You know,
maybe he thought it was a safety hazard.
Funny the things you forget.
He's just cleaning up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, there's syringes here and there's children around. Let me put these away.
Is that the sound that it makes when you stick a syringe into your rectum? Boop.
I've never tried it, Caitlin. I must say.
I don't think I want to know the real.
I'm gonna try it at home. I'll let you know.
Just make sure the cap is on the syringe.
Yeah, no. Point first. Needle first. I'm getting risky. Okay. So
that
Wesley
really
Scott.
Him.
I'm beginning to like this guy.
It really wrecked him.
It wrecked him.
Lynn.
Oh.
Lynn's the dad joke master. He got charged.
He felt a little prick.
He got charged with introducing contraband into a correctional facility. So don't smuggle needles in your ass, guys.
Moral of the story.
Go in a jail. Don't stuff stuff up there. They're gonna find it.
Yeah.
They're gonna find it. They get in. They get out. They take your fucking needles. They take your.
Well, I've had many run-ins with the TSA, bless them.
That's
but,
true.
No, that is true.
Good
Vouch for that. But they've never gone that far.
No, you never got the old cavity search.
No, it's when they start putting on soft music on, and drawing the cards.
Lighting candles.
You think, hello.
Are you gonna buy me dinner?
And then the soft music, the volume goes up to drown out the screams. It's, but I've been in, many times, Liam, they barely fucking let me in the country last time.
Yeah.
But 4 or 5 times I've been inside rooms and questioned and
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
You look so normal.
I was going to say,
I
look at that
think
face.
it's
Is
about
that the face that would
5 or 6 times.
bomb something?
5 or 6 times.
5 or
Separate
6
room.
times?
Separate room. Going down my phone. Going down my case. Why are you coming to America so often? Because I fucking want to!
Yeah, because Dunkin' Donuts!
Yeah!
Dunkin' Donuts!
Dunkin' Donuts!
Just like smashing other
and
coffee.
the thing is as well,
I don't like this.
the thing is as well, they were in one time, I can't remember where it was. I was worried I was going to miss the connecting flight. I got it. But they were really stern with me. And then the fucking dogs came in, the fucking Alsatians and all that. And the guy just basically was really stern with me. And then once they finished, he said, "Oh, you can put your stuff back in now." The guy was as nice as pie. He was saying, "Oh, you're from England. I used to go out with this girl from Bristol, and I really liked her and stuff." Like, "Oh, really?" He was like really chatting as if I was his fucking mate.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, you just wrecked my whole suitcase, dickwad.
Yeah,
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
I always get pulled aside and like get the old gropey grope. I always get groped at TSA. Very often I get the good like feel between the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
They have to, and they look you in the eye when they're doing it.
I did that once. I got 3 years for it.
They can't.
Well, to be fair to the lady, she was a complete stranger.
Hey man, you got to get it somehow.
It's one rule for one and run for the other, isn't it? It's
I'm just telling you, move to Florida, Lee.
You'll love
I
it.
think I should be there.
You'll blend right in.
Made for me. Sounds made for me.
So this story is so freaking awesome. Like it's not even like it's just a great story.
If someone now marries a roundabout.
Yeah, it's better. It's way better. It actually has depth. It's not just like some asshole puts stuff in their asshole.
Nice.
It's got some depth. Florida man allegedly fooled family into believing murdered wife was still alive. So this guy, I remember it because I really read about it. So this guy, his name is Shelby Svensson. So I now know why he killed people because anybody.
Shelby, the swamp man.
Shelby, that's his wrestling name.
Shelby, the swamp man. It's him.
That's his
I've
wrestling.
seen that program.
Yeah. So Shelby Svensson at 25 years old, his wife allegedly told him that she was going to leave with the kids. So he killed her and buried her in the backyard, of course, and then proceeded to use her cell phone and send pictures of the children and talk to her friends and always tell them that she was too busy to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
For a year. And then he killed her family. He just went and killed her parents and her brother, and that's how he got caught. Because he was arrested for killing 3 family members, so her parents and her brother. So he was arrested for that, and then while they were interrogating for that, he was like, "Oh, and BT Dubs, there's a body in my yard.
Right. You might want to dig that out.
They went and dug him up.
That's a whole episode right there.
That's a cool ass story, right?
That's good. So he was using her phone.
Yep.
To send the messages and
to family and friends and just to make it seem like she was still alive and kicking.
No, she can't come to the phone at the moment. She's well, once she comes up from under the patio, she'll be able to talk. But she's
she's doing a little gardening.
That's what I'll say. That's good, but it's not good, is it? But I mean, but that's yeah.
That's a cool story.
That
right?
is a good one.
That's
That
a
one
good story,
actually
yeah,
was in
that's-
Rolling Stone, so that has some like
right.
credibility.
Wow.
This is one of the reasons why I love America so much. I'd say.
Because we murder family members.
we're-
And
No, it's just fucking nuts. The place is fucking nuts. I mean,
It's just so smart though. Like I don't know. That's great.
right?
this is why aliens won't bugger off, Lynn. You're just too fucking entertaining. Shall we go and have a look at another solar system? Oh, not yet, mate. Have a look down there. Fucking have a look down there. There's a monkey that's bitten a staff member. There's a woman that's married a Ferris machine. We ain't going anywhere. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's like one big soap opera.
Next on the list of Florida Man articles.
Is there a Florida child? A Florida child is.
There's no children. I don't have any articles of children. I didn't find anything. I mean, I'm sure the kids do weird shit, but there might be different laws with kids because they're they're underage. So I don't know.
Yeah, they may not be able to report it or something.
But I hadn't find anything with that yet.
These are their offspring.
Like the state has standards.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, we can't report that. That's
Can't do that.
sorry.
No.
There's a line to be drawn, you know.
So this one's fun. Florida man chews up police car seat after cocaine arrest. There was a picture. I forgot to save the picture, but Melvin Stubbs, good old Melvin Stubbs.
What a wanker.
What a wanker, exactly. He was charged with cocaine trafficking, resisting arrest, and property damage for chewing up and or eating a sheriff's office patrol car seat after he was put in custody. So he was stopped. It was a regular routine police stop. His window tint was too dark, which in Florida, the pimping out of the cars is awesome.
Oh yeah.
There'll be like a 1987 Oldsmobile with 22-inch rims on it. Like it is great.
I remember when I was a teenager.
How will we earn for 22 inches?
It's too many inches. Too many inches.
That's frightening.
Well,
My organs. Oh, my internal.
Oh God, I lost my train of thought. Oh God, Florida, we love you.
Yeah, so he was arrested. So he got stopped for the window tint because it was too dark. Then they figured out he had a warrant. He attempted to run. Shocker. They found 41.1 grams of coke in his jacket.
nice.
Bravo, mofo.
Raise my cup to the bloke.
Right? I need to make friends with this guy. Where are you, Melvin Stubbs? When they put him in he like resisted hardcore. They had to tase him, like they did the whole thing. And they put him in the back of the cop car and he straight up chewed a hole probably like 8 inches. Is that more normal for you?
Maybe he was hungry.
Like 8 inches. Like it was a big ass hole. He ate the car seat. And then they claimed it was $1,000 worth of damage, which I feel like they're just trying to get a little bit more money. Calm down.
It's only worth 170 quid. I mean, okay.
Right? But
Right.
I don't know what that is.
he ate the car seat.
After being tased?
How do you get your face to the car? Like when you're all like, you're tased and you're handcuffed and you're all fucking shackled. How do you get your face?
It's a bit like, you say, right, we go out to arrest Pac-Man and we just put him in the back of the car and he's just like, seat's gone, the back seat's gone.
Right? It was when they were putting him in the car.
He was just
He
face
was like,
first,
like
real
guy
fast.
in there.
real fast. He was just like, I'm hungry. It's like, me want cookie, right? It was the Cookie
Fucking
Monster.
hell.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is there?
So Florida also has like a lot of old people that do weird things. So like that's fine. But this one was just, I don't even know. It's so stupid. Florida man finds a World War II grenade, places it in his truck, and drives to Taco Bell.
Yay!
I've seen this one.
You saw this?
I saw this one. Yes. This
What
is fantastic.
the fuck? He had been what the fuck? First of all, magnet fishing. Magnet fishing is a thing. That's what he was doing. I don't know. In my head, I'm picturing cartoons. So it's a stick with one of those U-shaped magnets on the end of it.
Are fish magnetic?
No, not.
How does
Oh, wow. You're pretty. I think it's like a metal detector, but you use a magnet instead of, it's like a magnet instead of making a beep, it like picks up.
Oh, so it sees, so it's like a,
It's
what
like
are those,
a-
like, they call the
So
soap.
A metal detector, like that, but with a magnet.
Oh, so he's not,
he's found a
searching.
He's magnet. Are
He's
fish
found-
magnetic?
he's found a World War II grenade.
So he
But
found, yes, with it
Lee's
was
like
attached.
not having
It
any
was
of that.
attached to a magnetic fish. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That
Lynn
fish
just-
ate it.
So he found this World War II grenade and decided to, he was like, you know what? I'm hungry. I really want a gordita right now. So I'm just going to chuck this bitch in my trunk and go to Taco Bell and then call 911. Because that's what he did. That
Oh, he
was the
did call
order.
911?
Yes. And they had to shut down the Taco Bell. It was evacuated.
That's what a sensible person would do.
Hmm?
Clearly. That's what a sensible person would do.
Yeah, you know, I'm real hungry.
Can't do it on an empty stomach.
It's just, you know.
Lynn, you raised a very good point. Lynn.
That's why I'm
Calling
here.
911
Get rid of this
takes a
bomb.
lot.
Fuck it. I'll have some chips first. You
Yeah.
know.
I really, really need that taco.
Get your priorities right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They removed the grenade without incident, in case you were curious and hoping that the Taco Bell blew up, but it didn't.
No.
So
His ass did afterwards.
probably. I like to call that the Taco Belly.
Do they still call it Taco Hell?
Yeah.
Taco Hell.
Taco
I
Hell.
call it, and then when you eat it and you get like, you like try
Well,
to.
I went to Taco Bell in oh fucking hell, where was it? Right down the road from where Elvis used to live.
Oh, in Memphis?
Memphis. What
Did
a
you live there?
fucking
I did not live in Tennessee.
Memphis. What a fucking shithole that place is.
Wow.
Fucking
That's
never
a ringing
again.
endorsement.
But
We love
anyway,
the South.
there was. I went to Elvis Presley's. Sorry, I'm sorry. I went to Elvis's old mansion, Graceland,
Mm-hmm.
and then I spent more time in Taco Bell afterwards than I did in Elvis's house.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, there's a Taco Bell about 5 minutes walk from that Graceland,
Well, that's.
and I just thought I'll just go in there, get something to eat, and just fuck off. And then it's I spent 2 hours in Taco Bell, and I spent about 45 minutes in Elvis's house.
Why did you spend 2 hours in Taco Bell?
Were you
Sorry?
licking the walls?
Well, no, I had an unexploded World War II grenade in my pocket, Lynn. I just
Yeah,
wanted
you
to-
found one? Mm.
Yeah, well, what can I do with this? It's Taco Bell down the road.
Wow.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I heard this
No,
is.
I was actually in there for 2 hours, Lynn, and it was, I don't know what I was doing in there for 2 hours, to be honest, checking internet maybe, I don't know, but it just suddenly dawned on me I was in there twice the time as I was in Graceland.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
All right.
All right.
that's my experience of Taco Bell anyway, sorry.
Better than most.
Right?
Most
Yes.
Taco Bell experiences are like, so I was shit-faced and it was 3 in the morning.
But I've got to say, their food was a bit tacky. It was like, it was something,
It's gross.
it was
Deliciously gross.
the bill come to about $3 or something.
I was
and
and you had 47 items. You have 40.
yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of food for about $3, and you think, well, you know the old saying, you get what you pay for.
Yes. All the intestinal
Yeah.
distress you could ask for.
Yeah,
It's like an enema.
it was a
Could use one of those.
crap food.
Those
But it was-
syringes out.
After
Mm.
you get the syringes in there, you've got to clean it
Yeah,
up.
that's how you get
But
the
the-
syringes out. Yeah.
The bloke who picked me up, the Airbnb that I was at was a bit nasty, and I ordered the Uber to take me to Elvis's house.
From Memphis.
So Uber bloke pulls up in the street, and I jump in, and he says, "Where you go?" And he said, I said Graceland. He said, "Kind of a messed up area, right?" And I went, "What is?" He said, "Yeah, kind of a messed up area." I went, "Well, yeah, really." And he went, "Get Uber everywhere." I went, "Right, okay." That's the first thing he said to me. He said, "Do you leave?" He said, "Yeah." It's just a kind of a messed up area, isn't it?
I love your
Please go ahead.
American accent.
Yeah.
Well, it's not an accent.
kind of a messed up area,
So
isn't it?
what he was really doing is he's the only Uber driver in that
Right.
area. So he's like,
like,
it's real
"Get
scary around here.
Sketchy, get
Yeah,
over
yeah.
it."
Uber everywhere. Wink.
Yeah, my name's Tony. I'm the only Uber driver within 5 miles. He said, you don't want to walk down that street, mate, you'll get shot.
Yeah.
If you get down that street, you get buggered. You
Yeah,
know,
and it's really just a bunch
everywhere's,
of
you know, but
beautiful
it was a
children.
fucked up area, though. It was, you know,
Yeah.
there was,
Models
there
and
was,
children walking around.
yeah. Lynn, you've probably lived there.
I didn't.
She didn't.
You must have lived there at some point, Lynn.
No, I don't even think I've been through Tennessee.
Well, the driver knew you.
Oh, did
Yes. I said, I'm friends with Lynn Hollywood Hartram. He said, oh! Lynn,
Is that your name?
That's what he calls me.
Wow. I've never had a cool
You know why?
nickname.
Because I did like 2 internet radio interviews.
Oh.
So now I'm Lynn Hollywood Hart.
That's amazing. I'm really upset that I didn't know that prior to this. I'll
well, you
just
know it now.
go here, Caitlin Regular Pants Jones. That's who I am. So, anyways, guys, let me tell you. So I spent like a good amount of time
I could
reading
see, like,
articles.
I wish everybody could see. She has it typed up, very professional.
I'll tell you what, Caitlin, I am very, very impressed by this. Seriously.
Guys, I have nothing else to do. So this was good for me.
Not true.
Yeah,
So
I was going to hang myself earlier on. I thought I'll get this out of the way, then I'll just go and tie the noose. So,
So I found that there was a trend in a lot of these articles where I like to call this segment Food Fighting Florida.
Nice.
nice.
Because apparently there's a lot of usage as food as a weapon in Florida. And it's a thing, and you can get arrested and charged with battery. So be careful.
Amazing.
But the battery, this one is good for battery because find it. Florida man accused of throwing pancake batter at a woman was arrested.
What?
He
Was it hot?
it was pre-cooking of the pancake, so it was just the batter.
Just wet. Like
He got arrested for battery.
I suppose it's worse things to put on a lady's face.
battery.
Yeah.
I get it.
It took you that long
It
to
did.
get it. Good Lord. So this man by the name of Dwayne Zimmerman at 45 years old. So he's 45 years old. He's totally hammered. He's just sloppy Joe Gibbs, which is what I call drunk people. So he's sloppy Joe Gibbs, hammered, walking around, walks onto a strange woman's porch. And she was, for some reason, making pancakes on her porch because Florida.
It's Florida.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He
How silly of me to think otherwise.
Yeah. You know what I want for dinner? Pancakes. Onto the porch. To the griddle. The porch.
What's the pancake place I saw everywhere in America? IHOP?
Yeah, it's gross.
Oh.
Also gross.
Also
Never
known
went
as
in there.
Islam.
Never went in there.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
So he's hammered. He walks onto a stranger's porch, starts yelling at her, insults her, and then takes the pan that she was cooking on and he throws the pan, and then he takes the bowl of pancake batter and threw it at her. So
Wanker.
the police report.
The bastard.
So the police
Lock him up.
states that the plastic bowl didn't hit the woman, but was thrown hard enough to break. And when the police arrived, the woman and the porch were splattered with pancake batter.
But what the fuck is she cooking on the fucking porch?
That bothers me more than the
Right?
drunk
I mean,
guy
that's
being
just-
fuck pancakes, I'm a waffle guy.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, day job.
He's like, good old Dwayne, I'm Dwayne, and I'm drunk, and I want waffles, and this is pancakes. He's mad, and he throws it, and he just can't handle it.
Maybe the issue was that she was cooking pancakes on her porch, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on
Yeah,
here?
he's so mad.
You're cooking
Yeah,
pancakes
yeah.
on your porch?"
This is bullshit.
Fucking hell.
And all of a sudden,
I don't
Did
know.
you know this, Lynn, but Caitlin, you don't. My lovely young niece, who turns 21 on Thursday or Wednesday this week, she's going to Florida
Oh, good luck.
with
Where's she
her
going?
boyfriend. With her boyfriend.
oh, they're going
So-
to Orlando, right?
To Disney World?
No, Miami. She's
Oh,
going
that's
to.
Miami, that's
bullshit.
right.
She's having her 21st party next Saturday,
Oh, Lord.
and she's asking for US dollars. So I
gonna need it.
luckily for Sophie, I came back with $8 for my trip to America. So she's going to have those $8 for me. What a nice uncle I am. Well, I mean,
You
you
are
can't
so generous.
beat
Miami is where fake boobs go to live.
Yeah.
That's where
No, she's going to Miami.
That's fine.
I've never been to
Well,
Miami.
it's still Florida, though, isn't it?
I've
Still,
been to the airport.
Which is the worst.
Right, yeah.
Lynn used to live at Miami Airport.
Lynn lived in Miami, yes.
I did live in Florida, but not Miami.
You lived everywhere, Lynn. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Whereas it like scientists have discovered a new exoplanet in the sun. Oh, I used to live there.
Yeah, right? Like, they send first woman to Mars, and Lynn's like, "Hi, I live here. My dad was in the Air Force, so we were relocated."
Well, I know that Lynn's
the magnetic fish.
From what I can remember, you told me, Lynn, you started off in Ohio. You've lived in
off in
Philadelphia, Ohio.
No.
And then for about 7 years, you lived in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you the quick rundown. These are just the places I've lived, not visited. I was born in Philadelphia, then we moved to Alabama, then we moved to Florida, then we moved to Spain.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, go on.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Alabama, Spain, then Florida, then Saudi Arabia for 6 years, then Utah, then Ohio, then Massachusetts. And then I went to school here and stayed here, but then I've also lived in Maine and New Hampshire since I've lived here.
I suppose if you're an international drug smuggler, I mean, it does take you places, doesn't it?
She knows all about the syringes in the rectum.
I do.
Oh, I bet, but poor Bill must be screaming every night.
There's no room. I'm like, get out of there. That's taken already. I'm storing the syringes. You gotta find somewhere else.
Gross.
Sorry, Caitlin.
God.
No joke.
I just thought about the outcome of what would happen if that. I thought too much about it.
No, you can't think about that one. That's just not. He didn't think too much about it.
So this is also this next one is something that I really feel like I would also do if I was drunk. So Florida man arrested after argument over a cheesesteak. Okay.
Oh.
This guy, Joseph Lagana.
Lasagna.
I'm gonna call him Joseph Lasagna.
Joseph Lasagna.
Yeah, his Lagana or whatever the fuck.
Lagana. Joey Lagana.
Good old Joey Bag of Donuts was 27. He got into an altercation with a cashier at the Gun Highway Flea Market.
The Gun Highway.
Yeah, that's a thing. 2 N's. Over a cheesesteak sandwich. Number 1. Don't buy sandwiches from the flea market in Florida.
No.
They sell reptiles. They sell puppies. They sell all sorts of weird, dirty things.
That's like salmonella on a bun.
It's actually awesome. It's like going to a flea market in Florida is like going to a free freak show. Wow. It's awesome.
I think we need to go together one time because I feel like that would be a whole different experience.
Confederate flags as far as the eye can see.
That is true.
I saw a few of them down south.
Yeah, there's yes.
Florida billboards is a whole nother topic we need to discuss at some point.
Yeah. So this guy he's super drunk and he wants a steak and cheese. And I feel for him because I get it. And he gets a steak and cheese and there's fucking sesame seeds on the bun. Bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm going to fucking, call the cops. Shit's going down. I don't want sesame seeds. This is crap. This is total crap. So
sesame seeds on a bun. Sesame seeds on it. He didn't want sesame seeds on a sesame seed bun.
He didn't. No.
Okay. You never had a cheesesteak? Do you know what a cheesesteak?
I had one in Philadelphia.
Okay. Yeah. No sesame seeds on the bun.
No, you don't want sesame seeds on that. That's weird.
That's like putting milk in iced tea.
Oh, fuck off. You're never ever gonna fucking make me forget that, are you?
I love that. I love that, Lee.
Joking. She ain't fucking joking.
No, he did. He put milk in iced tea. Hey, man.
Well, I didn't do it. The bloke behind the counter did it.
Well, you asked him to, and she
was... all right.
I think it was a woman. She was like...
Maybe it was a woman that looked like a man.
Was it a Dunkin' Donuts?
It was a Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm surprised they got it right.
Well, she had to ask again because I think she thought, like, did I mishear this?
She put her cell phone. She had to put her phone down for that one.
Hold on a second here. You want milk in your iced tea?
This motherfucker wants milk in his iced tea.
We got a fucking weirdo over
What
here.
the fuck is this shit? Oh, we're from Boston, by the way. So,
true. Yeah.
Anywho, this next guy,
Oh my god, is it this one?
yes,
It's fantastic.
Florida man arrested after hitting dad with pizza because he was mad he helped birth him. Listen,
Fucking hell.
this one's
Right.
great. This one's real good because
hear the story.
Well, I thought my one that I picked
Mhm.
involves a pizza.
Oh.
It wasn't that one that you said.
I have another one that also involves a pizza. So the pizza is like a weapon of choice, apparently, in Florida. You can buy guns on the corner, and people are still choosing pizza over guns. I support it.
I mean,
Yeah.
pizza's hot when you first get
But
it.
don't waste
It's very slappy.
pizza. You can't waste pizza. Guys, I have a pizza shirt on right now. I freaking
Yeah,
love
I-
pizza. You can't, it says you had me at pizza. You can't waste pizza.
That's
So,
a cardinal sin in the religion of Caitlin.
yes, that is my religion. It's a circle, much like the Ferris wheel. If I could marry a pizza, I
You
would.
marry it.
Oh my god.
I would.
There, you go to Florida, you probably could.
So I'm going to do it. Sorry, husband. I'm divorcing you for this extra cheese special I found. So Robert Houston, at the age of 33, was arrested for domestic battery after he smashed a slice of pizza in his dad's face because he was mad that his father helped birth him. Really? Really? I think my dad left my birth to go get a piece of pizza. He was like,
Yeah.
My mom was in
And,
labor.
and how old was this bloke? 33.
33 years old.
So he's waited 33 years to fucking venge his anger.
So mad. So
Yeah.
mad at you, Dad. I'm just so mad. I'm
He
gonna
was
hit you with
holding that
my
in for a
pizza.
long, long time.
So it said that he held his dad down and shoved the pizza into his face, and he eventually let his dad up. He knew that it was going to put him in jail, so he waited outside for the police to arrive. When the police got there, the deputies observed chunks
said
of
you could have put
cheese
some
and
toppings on it.
sauce. What?
The police said to him, well, you could have at least put some toppings on it.
Seriously, in the police report, they said that they observed chunks of cheese and sauce where the incident happened. And there were family members there that could corroborate the story. But seriously, that's how serious you have to be. Like, we saw there was chunks of cheese and sauce as far as the eye could see. It was a massacre.
You know, I think I was wrong. The reporters in Florida is not the greatest job. It's got to be the CSI guys
I mean,
who come out and be like, okay, how the fuck are we going to write this
yeah,
up?
we have a crock.
Okay, we've got
Hmm.
one shoe. Yeah, one shoe. There's a trail of clothing. We've also noticed a chunk of cheese in the corner. Sauce was splattered on the wall, mixed in with pancake batter.
Yep, that's good. He is also facing domestic battery charges because you can't beat people
What?
with pizza.
No,
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Being a non-American,
Yes.
what's this battery thing?
It's
Oh.
like assault.
yeah, assault, hitting someone.
So if you hit
attacking
somebody or
someone.
beat somebody up, you get charged. That's like the charge that they charge. It's assault and battery is what they call it.
Battery, assault and battery.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because you,
all right.
you're batting something with something else.
Oh, I never
You know
learned
my
that.
language.
Hey,
If you say it
never
with
learned
an
that
accent,
thing.
you'll get it.
Yes, battery, Lee, battery.
Oh yes.
Yes, now I've got it.
I get
Okay,
it.
I can't believe.
I'm here to translate.
Our English to English translator. Lynn Hartram. Thank you.
Battery.
Oh, it makes sense
Now
now.
I've got it.
Well, it's nice that you have this, well, it's lovely that you have this perception of me, Lynn. I'm quite flattered. I've got to say.
Well, he used to say like I made him sound too like
Proper.
posh, yeah, too
Mhm.
proper. Because I think that's what every American does when they do
Yeah.
a British accent.
They
Is
don't
they
do,
try to
like,
be very proper.
The Cockney.
No,
You don't get like
I can't do. Yeah,
I can't do a Cockney accent.
Well, Cockney's East London. I'm South London.
My
Oh.
bad, bro.
Sorry about that.
My bad. I apologize for I don't know anything about anything. I'm just here to read about Florida man.
You know,
Yeah.
Florida man.
So the next pizza related incident is Florida man throws pizza slice at mom during argument, deputies say. Michael Stemple, 37, so he's still a grown man, got in an argument with his mom. She asks him to leave. He tells her, hell no, you got to call the cops. They have to take me out. I'm not going out of here. See you later, mom. So when she said, okay, and picks up the phone to call the cops, he grabs the phone, hangs up, and threw a slice of pizza at his mother. And I like that the article states that it hits her in the stomach. So she clearly was abused.
Frozen pizza.
Oh, my stomach. How hard did he throw it? Okay.
Yeah.
So he essentially throws a pizza at his mom, hits her in the stomach with a pizza, and then runs away. I'm so mad. And then he hits her in the stomach and runs away. They find him. And they also charge him with domestic battery and all that kind of crap.
Oh my God, I love that he ran away.
He ran away.
I mean, who is selling these pizzas? I mean, when you sell it, I'll have a pizza. When right, do you want to bag it for you? Go easy with that, all right? Go careful with that, all right? That's dangerous. That you just mind how you go. You'll be all right with that. You'll be all right with that. All right, okay. Well, just mind how you go with it. Don't hit anyone with it. Right, next.
Yeah, they need to have warnings. Pizzas for eating, not throwing.
Right, it
cannot be used as a weapon.
Yes. On the box, I think it says, pizza is not a projectile.
My story is, weapon. I think the word battery is used in the story.
It's everywhere because that's what it is. This next one's real good. A Florida man hits pregnant girlfriend with bag of tortilla chips over the baby's paternity.
So he found out he wasn't the father?
Yep. You ready for his name? His name is the best. Rusty Beatty.
What?
Rusty Beatty. My name is Rusty Beatty.
Hang on. Rusty
Guys,
Beatty.
I'm Rusty Beatty. I'm going to go on and hit my...
That's the name of a fucking wrestler, isn't it?
It does.
Into the ring, we've got Rusty Beatty coming in. Yes.
His finishing move is hitting people in the face with a bag of tortilla chips. Rusty Beatty off the top ropes with his bag of tortilla chips. Tostito.
So does it say what brand of crisps or?
It did not. It says after good old Rusty Beatty, his girlfriend told him that her unborn baby may not be his. He allegedly hit her in the face with a bag of tortilla chips multiple times. He also took it out on her kid, which is messed up. He pushed and punched her daughter in the face, then said that he was attacked and hit in the face with a box fan.
What?
You know, a box fan like the square fans.
It's like a big square fan.
It's a fan. Yeah. It's a
okay. All right.
He said that they hit him in the face, even though there was no marks on his face when police arrived.
This is WWF wrestling, isn't it?
It was, right? It sounds like it.
And now he's picked up the chair and he's...
Okay.
But
Wow.
So he was arrested because he beat a pregnant woman with tortilla chips.
Wanker.
Right? But imagine, like, maybe the first blow, it'd be like...
Can you just imagine? I really want to try it. The bag has to explode.
At some point.
The bag has to explode. There's chips everywhere.
I think we can try that and film it.
Great.
I would let you hit me with a bag.
I was going to be like, I'll take a hit.
No, I'll do it.
We'll just do it.
I get it.
Sounds like a waste of good food to me.
It's like a pillow fight, but with bags of tortilla chips.
Yeah, but it's going to like deflate.
I'm going to do it in the grocery store. I hate the grocery store, so then maybe I'll get asked to leave and never get to go back there again.
No, do you know what I liked about the grocery stores in America?
What?
What did you like?
Seriously, what I used to say this to Matt all the time. Your supermarkets. Yes. What I used to really like is that when you queue up and they ring it up, there's a bloke putting it in a bag for you.
Yeah. Sometimes.
We don't get that.
Oh no,
you have to bag it yourself.
Yeah.
Poor people,
barbarians.
Yeah, well, third world country, isn't it? So that's what happens when you lose. When you lose your empire, you have to bag your own shopping.
Bullshit.
We have fucking Trump for president. We have baggers.
Ew.
Well,
I told you
we're gonna send them all home.
He's not gonna. When's your next election?
We're gonna fucking get rid of our baggers.
Next year, isn't it? You can have creepy Joe Biden coming in and all.
Oh, guys, no. Joe Biden was so hot when he was young that I don't care what he does
I
now.
want Bernie. I just love the way
Bernie's
he
like
talks.
300.
I
years
know,
old.
but he's like,
I can't.
all right, we're gonna deal with this shit.
It's like having your high school principal. Bernie Sanders.
It's all
Just,
fucking corrupt.
yeah,
We're gonna deal with this.
freaking.
My fish is named after Bernie Sanders.
You have a fish?
I do. He's hidden away. He's
I
like,
didn't know you had a fish.
yeah, it's in the bedroom. It's just a little like beta fish, but he's like over 4 years old now. Well, this is how
All
old
right.
he is.
Is
He's
it that thing that floats at the top of the
last
water?
presidential election, and he's still alive. I'm just waiting for this fish to die. Really, at
What?
this point. He just hangs there like, oh,
She hates Bernie.
I'm old. I love Bernie. He has the longest name out of anybody in this house because none of us could agree on what to name the fish.
What's his full name?
Give you a top tip, Lynn. If you were waiting for it to die, you could stop feeding it.
No,
That's fucked up.
That's mean.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Throw
No.
pizza at it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
We've all had a drink. You've all had a drink.
Pizza. Throw pizza at
Yes,
the
just
fish
Put pizza right on it.
and just
like,
smother him with pizza. That's how I want to die.
Do you want to know his full name?
Yes.
It is, let me see if I can remember it all. Colonel Bernie Sanders, Alexander Hamilton. No, wait. Colonel Bernie Sanders, Nikolaj Alexander Hamilton, something like that.
You could have just called it Finlay.
We call him Bernie.
Finn for short.
Finn.
Finn.
Fish.
Fish. I used to have these little aquatic frogs that were essentially
Oh.
like fish,
Yes.
and their names were Ted and Debbie.
Oh my God.
That's it.
I cannot keep those alive. There was the Great Frog Massacre of
They
like,
lived
2010.
for fucking ever.
I killed them. I don't know what I do wrong. I love them. I think they're adorable, but I killed one after another. And finally I was like, I can't have any more frogs on my conscience.
Lynn, frog serial killer. Kills them with cereal. That's how she kills them. I knew it.
That's the problem.
This story also makes me laugh really hard. A Florida man arrested for allegedly throwing a cookie at girlfriend.
Oh my God, I'd be fucking touching
What is it about throwing food at your fucking
Seriously, there's
girlfriend?
a whole. I told you it's the food
I mean,
fighting in Florida.
Obviously, I can't condone. You know, if they're going to beat their girlfriends up, I mean that's
condone it.
awful. But I mean, it's like throw food. I mean, what is it about throwing food? It seems to be like a running theme.
Well, I think the
Well,
real
yeah, I
question-
put them all together. Go on.
the real
But he
question-
threw one cookie.
It didn't say the kind of cookie, but it did say.
Mind you, the size of cookies in America, that's quite, they're about the size of Frisbees.
So it said he threw a hard piece of cookie at her and hit her in the forehead.
Oh.
And when deputies arrived, they stated that her forehead was red.
Fucking hell.
From the cookie incident of 2002. I don't know when it was, but
Right.
the Great Cookie Massacre of 1997. Oh, his name was Wade Smith. He was 41 years old. and he
Wade
did a hard-
Snip.
Smith.
Oh, Smith. I thought you said
Yeah.
Snip.
No,
No.
just Smith.
Just Smith.
And
Wade
he admitted to throwing the cookie. How hard was the fucking cookie?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a stale cookie, maybe. They get pretty
I'm gonna
hard.
Maybe he's put it in the freezer. I thought, you know what, I'll use that later.
That's
She's
premeditated
bound to
cookie
piss.
battery.
She's bound to piss me off. She's bound to piss me off.
Cookie battery. Cookie battery. There's a lot of battery puns in here. I'm
Right.
loving it. I think that's it for all of those articles. But we also have
Brilliant, Caitlin.
Oh, thanks. But now we
No,
have the fun
seriously,
segment that I like to call because I broke this into segments like a total nerd.
Love it.
What a nerd.
Excuse me while I just wipe my nose.
That's what people say about you all the time.
I am a fucking
She's a
nerd.
fucking nerd.
Wicked nerd. Closet nerd,
Mhm.
though. Find your Florida man. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the theme song for Finding Your Florida Man. It was really great. I wrote it myself, original, copyright. It's beautiful. Trademark. I don't
Trademark.
know. What do you do to a song? Anyways,
I'm just pinching myself. I should have gone to Florida.
You really should have.
next time you come back, we'll
We'll do a big trip,
we'll
all
go
of
to
us.
Florida.
Next time? God.
Oh, you're not fucking come back here now?
No, that's it. That's it after today. You know, that's it. That's the end of it, Lynn.
All right, goodbye. I'm
All
just
right, good night.
It's not on yet.
We'll keep all the Dunkin' Donuts for ourselves.
That's right.
Right.
Now my dunks for you.
All right. Well, if you put it that way, well.
So recently there was a trend on the internet, and I like to do things that are trendy on the internet because, you know. So if you search the term Florida man and follow that with your birth month and date, you will find who your Florida man is.
Is this like your
So-
spirit animal?
I hope not. But from what comes up for mine, I really hope it's not. But so we all did it, and we're going to share. Each of us are going to share our Florida man.
Right.
I'll start, and mine.
Okay.
Says,
I've got to read mine. I took a screenshot of mine.
all right.
So I'm going to read it from my phone. But yeah, go on. You go. Go on.
Okay.
I'm
So
just finding it. So.
mine is Florida man arrested for having sex with miniature horse on multiple occasions.
Did he marry it first?
He was having premarital sex with the
Stable
horse.
relationship, Lynn.
That's it. That's where I draw the line.
So deputies said,
You didn't hear that, Lynn, did you?
No, what'd you say?
Police said it's a stable relationship.
oh God.
I'm here all week, Lynn. I'm here all week.
I'm going to slow clap for you.
Oh God.
So Nicholas Anthony Sardo, 21 years old, was caught and was seen having sex with a miniature horse multiple times. He admitted to having sex with the horse 4 times during 1 week, but don't worry, guys, he used a condom because
Nice.
he didn't want to get a disease from the horse.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
He also stated that he knew he was wrong and that he was a sick man. But yeah, he fucked that horse like a whole bunch, but he was so courteous as to not try and impregnate it or give it the HIV.
Yeah, see, that's a man with morals.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to fuck this horse, but I'm going to break out my Trojans.
Yeah,
the Trojan
yeah.
horse.
That's fantastic.
I'm upset.
I mean, did he give her a sugar lump afterwards, or? I mean,
Probably. He probably, flirt her in with his carrot.
I bet he fucking dangled his carrot. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a carrot for you, love.
I just can't, there's a lot of things in the world that I'm like, all right, everyone's got their thing.
No.
But animals, come on, sticking anything in something that can't say, hey, stick this in me, I really feel like is the wrong thing to do. Like, that's all. Wise words. Quote. You can quote me on that.
Can
Don't
you
stick
put things through fences?
get stuck. What? I'm uncomfortable. Lee, tell us what your Florida man is.
Oh, I've put my bins on. Hang on. Right, this is where my phone dies.
Great. Good
Right, here
timing.
oh, hang on. There's been so many Florida men. Right, okay. Daniel Allen Plunkett. There's your first
You guys
one.
have great names.
Yeah. Daniel Allen Plunkett, Treasure Island resident and man with little to no respect for Italian-American cuisine, was arrested for throwing a slice of pizza at his roommate. The incident-
What the fuck is with the pizza? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I typed in June the 10th, Florida man. This is my birthday. So the incident occurred last Wednesday, June the 3rd, when a shirtless Plunkett got into a pizza-related argument with his roommate, Brenda, whose surname I can't pronounce, and hurled a slice in her direction. According to hurled a slice in her direction. According to the
whole pizza, it's just a slice.
It's always
Yeah.
just a slice.
yeah, well, they have the rest of it, and then they save the last bit, didn't they?
Yeah.
According to the Tampa Tribune, the slice was hot and landed on her left hand. Also, some sauce got on her shoulder.
Motherfuck. Oh, my
Fortunately, Brenda wasn't injured.
Oh.
And then it goes on and says, Plunkett claims Brenda also threw pizza, but ultimately the 50-year-old pizza tosser, hang on to that word, tosser, the 50-year-old pizza tosser was arrested for simple battery and violating his felony probation for driving under the influence. So there you have it.
Why do
It's
people
pizza.
waste pizza like that?
Yeah, and it's always a slice. They must, they say, right, I've had 80% of the pizza. I know what I'm going to do with the last slice. I'd only salt out of it. I'll just throw it at someone that's
I
getting
don't
on my.
want to waste it.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad. I'm so mad. I could throw this pizza. That's just like wasteful.
I'm disappointed nobody slaps with it.
There are starving. Well, there was a guy who smashed it into his dad's face.
Right, but it's like you can get a good slap out of a pizza slice.
I'm gonna try that too.
I think you could.
I did smack a friend in the face with a tomato once, and that was very, very like. It felt good.
It's a good thing you weren't in Florida. You would have gotten arrested
For battery.
for battery.
For battery.
Battery.
Battery. So Lynn, who's your Florida man?
Well, I had two
Okay.
that I thought were fantastic.
Of course she has to.
You had two.
Two. Yes, I found
Oh,
two.
it's like the Queen has two birthdays.
That's exactly what this is like.
That's
yes.
it. Lynn.
Caitlin, welcome to Hollywood Heart. Welcome to Hollywood Hartram.
With her two Florida man articles.
This is Hollywood Hartram.
Okay. All right. So this is from the Miami Herald. Report: Florida man high on flakka has sex with tree and calls himself Thor.
Or the woodpecker.
That'd be better. That would-
Right.
So his name is Kenneth Crowder. He is 41. He was seen running naked through Brevard County community,
Mm-hmm.
then stopped by a police officer,
Yeah.
charged with resisting arrest with violence. What's the violence, you ask? Well, the officer used a taser, but Crowder fucking pulled the electric probes from his body,
Cool.
then punched the officer and tried to stab the cop with his own badge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the officer then punched the suspect who said he was Thor.
Dude, let's talk about it. First of all, how badass is this guy?
Right?
What is flakka?
I don't know. It's a drug of some sort, I guess.
I thought it was hairspray. No, that's lacquer, isn't it? That's lacquer. Right.
It's a synthetic stimulant of the blah, 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 blah. It's a designer drug. I don't know. It's related to things I can't pronounce. I'm not really sure. It's a stimulant.
Okay, so it's
I'm
like
assuming similar to cocaine or something like that.
cool.
I'm assuming. Could be wrong.
I've never done that many drugs that I could pull tasers out of my body and punch someone in the face.
Right? And then try to stab him with his own badge.
How
So
did
had
he
to
even
fucking
get
pull
it
that
off?
I don't know. He was like, hold on just a second.
Yeah, can you stand still? Stand still for a second, sir.
If you just keep still, please. Well, it would be a help.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy's my fucking hero. I'm sorry. I think that's awesome. He
Yeah.
should be called Thor. He
He-
got electrocuted.
Well, and then, that's the thing. He takes the electric probes, Thor, god of what, thunder and lightning?
just thunder.
Well, in the movie, he has lightning
He
coming
does
into
have lightning, but he's
Mjolnir.
yes.
Yeah.
Mjolnir.
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 Yes. So he does work with lightning.
Yeah.
Takes the probes. Is
I'm
like,
into
fuck
it.
this shit.
Right.
That just charged me up. Here I come. What do you want? I'm fucking Thor. Thunder.
His power bar was like, whoop. And then he could all of a sudden have the power to rip a badge off and stab some. That's amazing.
I mean, it's not really good bragging rights for the police officer, is it?
No,
When he goes
right?
back to the station,
No.
it's like, someone's just tried to stab me. Oh, did he have a knife? No, he was using my own badge.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, you want to come into my office? We need to talk
Yeah.
about something.
Yeah.
Here's a desk job for you.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to hit them, not the other way around.
That's
It's crazy.
fucking awesome.
Right?
All right.
All right. So the other dude is, I don't know how to pronounce. I'm probably gonna like slaughter this name. Marvin Hajos, or if he's Spanish,
Hajos.
That's Jesus.
Who is
Go.
who
Sorry.
is 75 years old. This is relevant.
Wait, you have to read the title.
Oh, sorry. Rare bird attacks and kills Florida man in backyard.
These are fucking awful
A
creatures.
rare bird.
A rare bird. So where did this rare bird come from, you might ask?
Yeah.
This man bred them. The 75-year-old man breeds these birds who are,
Was it pterodactyl? It's a fucking pterodactyl.
yes, it is. It is a pterodactyl. They're categorized as class 2 wildlife. Other animals in that category are alligators, honey badgers, known for their sweetness,
Yes.
and clouded leopards. Don't know what they are, but I'm sure a leopard is dangerous.
That's quite an eclectic mix.
That's a good
Right?
assumption.
Good assumption.
Yeah.
So this dude, the 75-year-old dude who now breeds these dangerous birds, who are described as giant birds with long claws on each foot.
Yeah.
So he was walking near the bird, fucking fell over, and the bird's like, "Here's my chance." Oh, man. Attacks the man and kills him. He's like, "No."
Was his name John Hammond?
His name.
Yeah.
Do you not get that joke?
I get it. I
That's the
get it.
old guy from
Jurassic Park.
Thanks,
Ah,
Lee.
And the bird's first name was Terry.
Yeah.
Terry.
Thanks.
Second name Dactyl. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Marvin was transported to a hospital where he died later, but the bird got its revenge in the end.
Dun, dun,
It's like,
dun,
"You're not fucking
dun,
breeding me,
let's
old man."
go.
And I'll tell you what. Do you know what happened to him when he went to the hospital? He wanted to get seen straight away, but the doctor said no. There's a pecking order. There you go.
Woo. I
Oh.
just started sweating. because that was so
Oh, I thought that was very good. If I say so myself.
I like it. You got to give yourself the old pat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is.
Yep,
Good
nice.
job.
Sorry, mate. There's a pecking order.
Nice
That's right.
job.
I don't want to rub it in, but you know.
Oh, he was a little bird brained when he got to the hospital.
I know, and he kept going on about it. I said, look, can you just keep your beak out of it, mate?
Oh my God. Seriously, birds are scary and they shouldn't be alive. I'm sorry. They're very scary. The tall ones, the big birds. Why are they like that?
Them.
They're dinosaurs, Lynn. They're lovely. They are murderers.
Murderers. This guy was holding him captive and forcing them to breed.
You know what it reminds me of a little bit? There was a story, oddly enough, it was in America by chance.
Shocker.
There was a bloke who wanted to film bears in a cave. So what he did, he thought, I know what would be a good idea. I'll dress myself as a bear and I'll sit in the cave with them and I'll just film them and do my own little documentary. And they fucking ate him.
No.
They did. Yeah, they did. They ate him.
They were like, "Hey,
Yeah,
it's
they ate him.
delivery.
Right.
Fantastic."
It's not delivery.
Yeah, I think after a few hours, the bears obviously thought, hello, there's something a bit suspicious about this other bear.
Right?
You know, the fact that it's holding a camcorder and it's two big round slits where there's, you know, tiny little eyes that aren't big brown. Something's not right there. Shall we eat him? Go on.
Like walks into the cave. He's like,
We haven't.
I'm a bear.
What a stroke of luck. We haven't had breakfast. So let's just let him film us. Think he's getting away with it, then we'll attack him. No, that's true. That's true. That reminded me of that story. That's true.
Really good.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
America.
Roughly speaking, if you put your nose into a honey jar, you might get more than what you bargained for, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Don't Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-mm.
Don't put your nose in the honey jar.
Right.
I don't know what that fucking means.
I don't know.
I don't know what
Still
anything
do it.
means. So that concludes all
Oh, no,
my
wait, we haven't heard Lee's hazel.
Oh wait.
We haven't heard the
Didn't you
hazelnut
just-
Florida man. No, that was just a story.
Yeah, it was pizza related.
Oh, right. Okay. No more.
I'm glad that you were listening, Lynn.
Lynn, Lynn Hollywood Hartram, retainer of knowledge. And magnetic fish.
Oddly enough, it was about a bloke throwing a slice of pizza.
Right. That's my face. There I am. Like, yay! We're back.
Right. You're back. I was just about to message you to say that you're frozen.
Yeah,
Yes.
the battery on the computer was passing away.
Yes.
There's that word again. Battery.
Battery. Yes.
There's that
Lots of
word
battery.
again. Battery.
We were battery.
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 Do you know what battered means in Britain?
What?
What, beaten up?
Drunk.
Really?
Drunk.
We
Yeah.
can't really.
Oh, the guy was absolutely battered.
I was battered.
We can. I
It
can't
means he's
say
drunk.
that.
It means he's
No.
drunk. You know, he said, "Oh, I went out, got absolutely battered."
No, yeah, we can't say
Went
that.
out and
We
got
say
drunk.
hammered.
Hammered.
Yeah, hammered as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
hammered and drunk.
Shit faced.
Battered. Mullered.
Ooh.
Mullered.
No,
Mullered.
I've never been mullered.
Mullered.
Well, I mean, I've been
Well,
mullered, but
you haven't lived, Caitlin.
I probably forgot. Yep. So now that our technical issue is over, that's it. That's all I got for Florida Man. So if you really commit a crime in Florida, you better make it real weird so we can read about you at some point in time in life.
Yeah.
We'll laugh at you.
Brilliant, Caitlin.
Hey, thanks.
You know, seriously, really
so
good,
much
really good.
I
Really good.
really just sat on my couch in my pajamas for like a half a day.
I love it.
But
That's, you know what? That's appropriate for Florida Man research.
I wanted to wear a dirty wife beater for this because I wanted to like dress it the part because that's
you're a method actor.
That's what they do. Like anywhere you go in Florida, there's always at least one man in just a sweat stained tank top.
They call it a congressman, don't they?
We're getting political.
Just an observation in 4 months that I was there. Yeah.
We're getting political. So I guess our next one, join us.
Yes.
For our next podcast, whenever the hell that's gonna be. I don't know. We're still trying to figure all this out. We're in movies. And it's gonna be on, what are we doing on?
Flat Earth.
We are doing Flat Earth. So between now and then, the 3 of us, I've already seen, there's a documentary for anyone that can be asked to listen to this. There's a documentary on Netflix. It might be on American Netflix. Hopefully it is.
I believe
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is, right. It's called Beyond the Curve. And it's about Mark Sargent, bless him, who wears a T-shirt. He wears a T-shirt saying, I am Mark Sargent.
I am Mark Sargent, yes.
I am Mark Sargent. He might as well just put a T-shirt on saying, I am a complete wanker.
Or does it say, like, I am the real Mark Sargent?
The real I am Mark Sargent. Or something like that.
I'm the real Slim
Anyway, Mark is basically saying, with his army of followers and supporters, that the Earth is, in fact, flat as a pancake.
Right.
They model it in IHOP all the time.
Yeah.
But
and then you throw it at people.
We've all been lied to. But not only is the Earth flat, there's a dome around it. I don't know why I just went like that, because everyone knows what
that's
a
dome.
Yeah.
There's a dome above it, and the stars and the moon and the sun are all fabricated.
Right.
Yeah. Like the Truman Show.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
But it's basically one big con. We've all been lied to. Dinosaurs, or the Earth is only 6,000 years old, or something like that.
Something like that.
It's just basically a steaming, festering pile of old shit.
Yeah, it's great. So that's what we're going to talk about.
I mean, I watched it and I thought, it was an hour and a half, and I got to 45 minutes. I thought, well, I've got halfway. Let's just watch the other half, because I honestly just wanted to switch off. I thought,
Right. Oh, not me.
Fucking hell. I mean, Lynn and I, we go to UFO conferences.
What are these people going to say next?
Don't we, Lynn? I mean, at the UFO conferences that we go to, I mean, fuck me, there are some weirdos at that place. But this place, these conferences are a whole different fucking ballgame.
All right.
I mean, these people are batshit. You know.
Yep, we know. Yes.
So anyway, stick with it.
I didn't realize was a genre person, but I'm into it.
There's
I am.
There's crazy, and then there's pretty much brainwashed.
Yeah.
Pretty much brainwashed. I thought. But they have this conference.
When you say that it's a cult, they like it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty brainwashed. But they go to a conference at the end, and the conference is fucking hell, where was it? And I thought I went there. It was in Raleigh, in North Carolina.
North Carolina, right?
Did you live?
I went there, and I went to Raleigh. I went there. I was just changing Greyhound buses, but I thought, blimey, I've been there. So this conference is there, and hundreds of people there, and supporters, and by all means, give it a go. And then I'll be talking about it, and I'll be discussing Mark Sargent,
Yeah.
Also,
and everything he's got to fucking say. And we'll also be discussing the leading lady in it. There you go, Lynn, who's
hello, Mark.
87, bless her. And all the time I was thinking, is there a little bit of romance going on with these two? And
Well, they talk about that a little bit in the documentary.
yeah, you think, is he gonna, jump on her? And but
He likes. You can tell he wants to.
She wants to give her the old
She's
Mark
like-
Sargent.
but they sell these things at these conferences. He makes these flat Earth. You can get a flat Earth clock. You can get flat Earth sundials.
Oh yeah.
There's like, you name it, they'll make it as souvenirs and stuff like that. Give it a go. I'll be discussing it. Yeah, that's what's on the next agenda.
Cool. So
yeah, well, you might get through the first 10 minutes and think, you know what, fucking hell,
no,
this bloke is an absolute
hilarious. So we'll
fucking
make it at
twat.
least 15 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually say in the whole film what he does for a living.
He doesn't do.
No, because I thought, well, when you watch it, you think, well, he's not doing bad for himself because he lives
But
in
he
a
lives
nice
with his
house.
mother, right?
Yeah, lives with his mum.
Wait. Don't give too much away.
All right.
Don't give too much away because I don't know anything about it.
Okay, I won't give too much away, but I will say that his mum is in a rocking chair, sat in the window,
Cool.
stuffed.
Let's throw.
She does move. I was
Stuffed.
gonna say she does move.
Stuffed.
All right.
Is their last name Bates by any chance?
It's something like that. Yeah. But yeah, but give it a go and see how you get along. I struggled to get to the 90 minutes, but Lynn, you've seen it. Now all I can say is put your feet up, make yourself a nice hot drink, enjoy it. Sit down with your husband, say, look, we've got a classic film on tonight, love. We're gonna get the popcorn in.
I will get divorced if I make my husband watch that show. I will 100% get served the next day.
Well, don't throw pizza at him, or
Yeah, and I smash the pizza in his face.
Well, that's
Everywhere.
But give it a go. Give it a go, and
Absolutely.
then we'll discuss it. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. All right.
Righty.
So I guess the only other thing that we should say is you should check us. Anybody who's actually listening, you could check us out. We have a Facebook page so far. It's Two Broads and a Brit, spelt TWO, not the number. We're gonna try and put together a YouTube page as well, so you could see us talk to each other, which is so much better.
A bit weird.
Lee's so normal. We're so weird. And I guess that's it. Thanks for checking us out, and hopefully we can entertain you more in the future. And if not, you can just go fuck yourselves.
Right.